Hello guys, I am Ajay from Emerson Government College, Kalpera. My department is BSc Computer Science. I'd like to I'd like to tell you about my topic, data communication. Let's move. So that what is data communication? Data communications is the process of using computing and communication technologies to transfer data from one point to another. Our needs is to design the file exchanges, parts parts program downloading, and person-to-person communications like emails, talks, videos, and other conferencing system controls are there also there. I think so. The commands we can know that in C programs there are some of the commands to the communication from our what kind of this user to computer we can use to understand access data and sensors data etc. In there is a structure of the CPU which indicates about the data communications. This is input output streams when we deliver to this. It helps with the help of the buses. It move to the memory, then memory to the registers. Memories are buses are three types. They are address bus, data bus, and control bus. Serial communications. Serial communications, it is the telecommunications and data transmission. Serial communication is the process of sending data. Okay, there are two type of devices in this picture showing device 1 and device 2. Device 2, it is some parallel lines, parallel adapters with the help of this coax tables to link between them. Mm. Let's move about the interfaces. Interfaces: DTE, data terminal equipments terminal. DCE, data circuitry. We know that device 1 is DTE and device 2 is DCE. They are connected with the three type of wires. They are RS232C 25 pin connectors, first one, and RS42237 pin or 9 pin, and next one packet transmission board also there. There is a DB255 connectors, and this is second one is twisted pair cables. So we know that this is a cables along this. Okay, unbalanced signals are there, and its speed will be 300 kb per second to meters. Let's move to the modern standards about these techniques. There are all types of versions are there. Some familiar versions. We version 22, version 22 BS, version 32 BS, and version 34 BS. All are there. Some of the small features are changing because and some is sometimes there will be a change in the speed. Okay, that's all in the modern standards. Parallel interference adapter, you know about that. We first of all we learned about that in the case of the serial, in the structure of the serial communications. uh, that serial communications in the parallel based interface adapters. That adapters just have the respective of these types. Okay, let's move. IAE 488, standard digital interface for programmable instrument. HP interface, GPIB, general purpose interface bus. 100 per second is the speed of that IEE 488. Let's move about the more about networks. We all familiar with the networks, right? Before that, what is networks? Networks are main devices that connected together and information that passed by one device to another, any of the devices on the network. There are T type of local area networks. There are local area networks, wide area networks, and high speed local area networks. Ethernet, FTTI, and ITM are the examples of local area networks. Okay, no longer a point-to-point connections. Be also there. Conversions between this, and let's move to the glossary of the selected term. Glossary. The first is bandwidth. Bandwidth is the frequency range or frequency range of the communication. Communication systems main is frequency, right? There is a frequency range. Yes, there is baseband. Baseband to voltage difference of the digitally made. In the case of broadband, as coax cables, analog RF signals, high bandwidth and multiple channels on the same cables. Digital signals are modulated as a carrier of the frequency. CTV 5 MB per second channel. And in the case of carrier, a continuous frequency capable of being modulated or impressed with the second signal. DDS data phone digital services AT and AT services in which data is transmitted in the digital rather than the analog forms. Need of modern technologies. FDDI NSI standard for fiber optics links to the with the data rates up to 100 MB per second if they are laser or laser light sources. 2 KB per second for unrepeated data transmissions of 40 MB per second, right? Okay, that's new IDNs. In DDS and FDDI and ISDNs, there's some small changes. There's speed difference and their peculiarity or difference are there in these types. ISDN is in this mixed digital transmission service and based on basic rate of 144 kb per second are the speed of this and primary gives MB per second gives to them. Let's move to glossary of the second selected terms. Selected terms that the T types medium access control, packet, protocol, TCP or IP address and NFS. That is medium access control. Controls in which devices on the network get to send data to the medium. Token rich, token bus, packet, a small chunk of data, protocol, a set of rules that governors to operate and functional units to achieve their communications. TCP, transport protocol concurrently with the existence of Ethernet. Network file system sharing, and remote disk mounting. Let's move about the LAN characteristics. High-speed internet are there in the LAN and low cost, high reliability, expandability, easy way to install it, and interface standard. Okay, let's move to the cables. Cables are two types of cables. There are coax cables and twisted pair cables. Twisted pair cables we all familiar with that. Twisted pair is twisted like the pair cables. Coax cables is three type of layers are there. One is ground insulator, second ground, and third core wires. Core wires main. Let's move. So those are covering systems. And what is LAN topologies? LAN topologies is the physical or the local arrangement of a network. There are three type of networks topologies are there. First is ring, second star, and third bus. Commonly available tools on internet: TCP or IP protocols, the network protocols, email, Telipnet, FTP, use network articles, Gopher, Varis, Finger, and Talk are the commonly available tools on internet. Ethernets. Ethernets are three type of networks. They are first is standard Ethernets, and that is three net Ethernets, and the fourth one is distributed pair Ethernets. Okay, there is a graph. There is a pictorial representation on the bottom of the our page. Segments length and 500 meters and etc. Are there in the segment length. Segment length three of them are different and cables all of the difference. Computer networks, information vendors and domains. Our information American online database. All of them are the networks. Domain names are very different. In the case of America, India, and Japan are very different. They will write as GP, TW, and CUFR. Let's move it. Token rings. Token rings. We have looked at. There are four types of computers are there, and there is one token. It passed it into all types. Surround type bus. Okay. Next to a token bus. Token bus. It is a token is passing at whenever the tokens may transmit one for more packets. When it is done, time has passed and is part of next session. Layer protocols, data link layer, flow controls, network layers, and transport layers, and session layers, and presentation layer, and application layers are there. There's some of file transfers and jobs are there in the application transfer, and presentation layer is due to the syntax of data exchanged between the application entries. Let's top technical office protocol is the office network, similar to MAP except the physical layer of the base. Communication of Unix. Unix are network interface layer, protocol layer, and socket layer. When a communication is desired to create a socket, this is the structure of this communication system. Data and communication systems communicating and with the help of the internet based on the structures. Okay, that's true. What do we want? We have to want the some in the case send and receive electronic mails, transferring data, remoting login to other computers, and other types open to the information data highways are there. So many types we want. Data communication and alternatives, phone and fax, BBS, run your own. Commercial information mandels, the computer serve, battery, online, there. That's about now more about the what is about internet. Internet is a loosely connected wide area network. Their origin is 1970, and there nobody is in change in the network on 1970s. Till also they are using the internet. That's very respect about that. And to big and growing to be even bigger every minute. Every minute they will the internet usage is increasing day by day. Okay. Next, we let's look over the World Wide Web. Hypertext interface on internet allow users to explore the network effortlessly developed at a certain means that the World Wide Web is we can use we can look anywhere. Example is about the www or famous domain names and address www.google.com is the name. We can search everywhere, from everywhere in the world. Okay, HTTP hypertext manipulate language. You are a uniform resource locator and HTML hypertext manipulate language. We are on a virtual reality markup language and client and server. Servant is a software or application that you extract from the server homepage. This is the ASCII code of this some on the data communications. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you should know some basics of the data communications. And anyway, these conclusions will be okay. Bye.